Lasermate, eject, operation, channel intro.
Hello, fellow YouTubers. LightWC Stop Motioner here. Welcome to viewers new and old. And today, I'm going to be reviewing Transformers Prime First Edition Deluxe Class Starscream. It's been a hot minute since I reviewed a Prime figure, so this should be cool. So, this is a really cool figure. I really like this jet mode. It does have some robot kibble, but honestly, I'm not going to be too upset for a jet this size, and I've seen way worse for jets bigger than this. So he does have these missile pods, which are rubber, and it's three missiles, because one would be, I guess, a choking hazard, which I mean is kind of odd, really, given that this really is a collector targeted figure anyway. But these were just at Toys R Us, apparently, back in the day. So, you know, a kid might see and think, oh, this looks cool, and get it. So, they got to keep that in mind. There's 3D printed single missiles that I might get someday. You have this thruster here on the back. The coloration is nice and pretty accurate. Got the cockpit there. Nose cone is rubber also. I don't have a problem with that. I'm okay with that. So comparison, here he is with Soundwave, and Soundwave is quite a bit bigger. Quite a bit bigger. Which is interesting because it definitely does reverse in robot mode. Now he does sort of have landing gear. You have some right here, here, and here. It's just sculpted in, though. You can't retract it. It doesn't roll or anything. And I'm okay with that. So, I think that pretty much covers the jet mode. It's nice. It's not the cleanest, but very few Transformers jets are clean. So, like I said, for this size, I think it's good. Now, the transformation on this guy is really cool. So first off, here I'm just going to go ahead and detach the missile pods and angle the camera up a little bit. Okay, so to start off, just come right here, untab the legs. They tab into two locations, right here and right there. Then go ahead and detach this part, rotate it. It's on a double hinge here. You just kind of angle this up, then angle this back. You can just tab that into place. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish the bottom half. Then rotate right here, and then it clicks into place, which I find to be very interesting because then when you put it, like turn it and then put it back into place, it doesn't click. It doesn't click until you like completely turn it around. It's interesting. Then come right here, pulled up the knee spikes, and these are rubber, which I'm honestly glad about because they probably snap off like all the time if they were hard plastic. So then come right here, pull these out. Now these are a little bit harder, but yeah, I'm not really too worried about it. Then go ahead and fold his toe out and his heel. And do the same thing on this side. So let's just make sure those are going to be sitting properly on the ground. Okay. Then just untab this right here, these right here, the wings. They're on all kinds of hinges, really. Then just come right here, untab this, and then just fold it down. Then rotate, come right here, and then just push this down. Make sure it fully clicks into place. And just fold the hand out. Then do the same thing on this side. Angle this, push it down, and fold the hand down. Then come right here, angle that forward, pull the section up, pull the head down, and his crest down, which thankfully is also rubber. Then just tab, push that into that tab there. And you're just going to tab this section right here into the back. Just fold this down, click it into place. Man, focusing is really hard for this guy for some reason. And fold this down, then rotate. Then go ahead and split this right here, fold it back. Then fold these up. And then just put the missile pods on them. And when you're done, oh, whoops, almost forgot. Just kind of angle the wings. I don't think they really lock in anywhere from what I've seen in videos. Just kind of angle them how you like them. Alright, then we have Starscream in his robot mode. And I mean, what can I say? This looks like prime Starscream. This thing is just awesome. I really like that head sculpt. And just so you know, the crest is actually not usually red. I bought it from someone who'd already painted it. But there is a label set where you can put red on his head crest. I don't know why they didn't bother to just make it red to begin with, but yeah, I mean, that head sculpt looks really nice. That really looks like Starscream from the show. And the same goes for the rest of him. He's got his chest that looks like his, kind of like his movie head. Now, yes, the nose cone does hang down underneath. I don't really think that's too big of a deal. He's fairly stable, and he cleans up pretty well, I'd say. So, comparison, here he is with Soundwave. And, I mean, I don't think this is right. I think they should be like about the same height, thereabouts. So, I don't really know if I should blame it on Starscream for being too tall or on Soundwave for being too short, but it's not that bad. It's not like I look at it and just feel annoyed. It's just a little off in my eyes. Now, posability on this guy is really good. Crazy movement on the head. He can look up and down. Okay, side to side gets a little wonky. Let's see. A little bit of side to side. Shoulders can do a full 360. They can go out that far. And I guess if you fold that up, they can go out even more, I guess. You do get a bicep rotation. You get an elbow bend, which looks like maybe a smidge more than 90 degrees. Can go inward like this, which is really nice for pulling off certain poses. You do get hand articulation. You do have a waist swivel, which it does snap into place, but it's not really that bad. Legs can kick forward that far and back that far. They can go out to the side. You do have a thigh swivel. You get a knee bend, and you do get toe and heel articulation. I'm not really going to mess with that because I want him to stay standing. So, I mean, he doesn't have like ankle tilt or anything like that, which you see in all the modern figures, but I don't really mind, because you can still pull off some great poses with this guy. I don't know if I've said this before, but that's just the thing about articulation on modern figures versus the articulation on older figures, is that I feel like the articulation was more specific to the character. Like, this guy can pull off, like, a humble... I'm not really gonna, like, do a big thing here, but he can pull off a bow like he's pretending to swear allegiance to Megatron, only to stab him in the back later. I just feel like the articulation on older figures had more personality. Like, the articulation on the current figures is great now, it's amazing, don't get me wrong, but it's like on the older ones, it just has more character. So, I think that pretty much covers this guy. So I'll go ahead and stick him on the display. Alright, so there's Starscream with my Decepticons. And he looks nice. I've been needing to get this guy for a while. So, very glad I have him. And overall, he's an awesome figure. Jet mode is great. It's a little small, but I don't really mind that. It's really not as heavy on robot kibble as you would really think at its size. Transformation is super fun. Only part I don't like is extending and retracting the forearms. That requires a little bit too much force, I feel. But otherwise, it's really fun. And robot mode looks amazing. Just the overall look, and the posability is really good. So in terms of if I recommend this guy, heck yeah. You should definitely try to get this guy. His prices will vary sometimes. Like, sometimes you look on eBay and see him for like 60, 70 something. Then other times you look and he's like 45. So if you can get him for a good price, definitely go for it. And as I said, I don't want anything to do with the Voyager. I don't know why he got a Voyager when Soundwave obviously should have had one. But, and plus, I mean, they couldn't really improve much on this. So, that pretty much covers this figure. So, as always, please be sure to comment down below what you think of the figure. And if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and God bless.